Yo, what's happening? It's your boy Papa Dope. Y'all already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Back with a very important video. Very important video. Now, before I kick this video off, it is sponsored by UbuntuApparel.com. All the information gonna be in the description. Please go to the website, man. Grab a shirt, grab anything. That's how y'all can help me support this channel, okay? And I want to say thank you in advance. Listen, now check this out, right? Let's talk about programming, because I hear a lot of people speak on other people as if they don't understand that these people, right, are victims. I really hate when people do that. If you can identify the victim, you damn sure can identify the person that's doing it to the victim, which is the oppressor. This is what get me with these so-called wannabe woke dudes and, you know, these high-profile influencers. Is bullshit, bro. How can you look at a person and speak about the effects of what another person is doing to that person, but you ain't pointing the finger at the person that's doing it in the first place? So let's get to it. This is why I say this is going to be very important. I want y'all to pay close attention to this. Okay? Very important. Okay, a swimming pool. They dug a hole, put some water in it. You swim in it. It's some form of entertainment. You've now downloaded that into your library, right? Cars. They created cars to where we transport from one place to another. You've downloaded that, put it in your psyche. Now you got it in your library. That means you've been conditioned and programmed, right, to see these things, which is cognitive dissonance. You see these things, you don't question it because it's programmed in your mind. But what ain't programmed in your mind is, say the church been getting tithes for 10 years and they say, you know what, we're going to get this money back to the people. You'll never see that. It don't even exist. So when people say something like that, the first thing your brain will do is say, that don't make sense. Why? Because you don't have the program to process that. This is called conditioning. This is called programming. When you see women shaking their ass, that's programming. When you see dudes putting money up to their head, that's a program. So when you speak of these people, don't speak of them, because these are the effects of what another person is doing to them, or should I say us. Follow me. This is why school stopped critical thinking. People don't think. Think, man. That's all you gotta do is just think. It's just that simple. But they've done away with critical thinking. I tell you all the time, school don't teach you how to think. They teach you what to think, and people don't ask questions. You are basically the primary candidate of what they want. People who don't ask questions. They just go with religion. They just go with we supposed to eat 3-4 times a day. They just go with snacks. Who the fuck invented snacks? The same people that got stocks in diabetes. The same people that got stocks in hospitals. All these people are in cahoots. These are the oppressors. We are the victims. Let me give you the story about the wolf and the hunter one more time, because this is exactly what I'm talking about. A hunter plants a blade in the ice and a wolf walk up. He put blood on the blade. The wolf walked thinking he eating. He licked the blade, cut himself. He keep licking it until he kills himself. And then a hunter walks out and grabs the wolf. How the fuck can you blame the wolf for trying to eat without blaming a hunter for putting the trap there in the first place? This is what gets me with these so-called woke niggas. This is what gets me with these flaw-ass influencers. These people with these big platforms. You're always speaking about people's in their positions when these people ain't asked to be in this position. These same people got your mama paying bills every 30 days for the rest of her life, but you want to blame your mama because she can't find a job. You want to say, oh, this man here, he ain't shit because he can't make no money. You think we asked for this? And then they threw religion in the mix. They got a lot of niggas scared. So I'm going to tell y'all something about slavery talk. Let's talk about it. Oh, a man's supposed to work to the sweat of his brow. That's slavery talk, bro. Because the motherfucker that owned the plantation ain't working to the sweat of his brow. Like, where's the manual for the owners? Why you think out of all the books you could read back in the day, because I told y'all, if you follow me, I told y'all about the anti-literacy law. Go look it up. The anti-literacy law was a law that prohibited, if you as a slave was teaching another slave how to read and write, you was punishable by death. As a slave owner, if you was caught educating a slave how to read and write, you was punishable by fines. Nigga, there was laws that prevented you from learning. You playing a game that you don't have you don't have the proper rules to it. That's why you in a world where it's like everything seems so hard because you playing another man's game. I don't care who got money. It could be LeBron James, it could be Shaq, it could be you, it could be whoever. All our money got the same dead white people on front of them, bro. Until that changes, nothing's going to change. But you must first know you're living in a world, bro. This is a dream world, homie. You playing a game that you do not have the proper rules to. Why you think they don't teach you about credit? You think money is a tool. This is how you control millions of people, by limiting their education. And I'm just scratching the surface, bro. When we speak about psychology, like I just said a minute ago, you're taught what to think and not how to think. All you got to do is think. Why would 5 people live in one house? Mama, daddy, sister, brother, another sister. 5 people working for 5 bosses, right? Trying to get 5 cars, and eventually they're going to get 5 houses. That's a conditioning, and it don't make sense if you think about it. Why won't y'all start your own business? Work for each other like all these other foreigners do. What they call that? That is called individualism. Look the fucking word up. That's the actual word. America, go Google this, right? America is the most individualistic country in the world, Craig. What that means? They want you to do everything on your own. And they promote this shit in ways that you don't even know. Let me give you an example. Women be saying, oh, I'm independent. I don't need a man. I did it all by myself. They are parading that they do it by themselves. For what? 2 people gonna always outdo 1. That's basic fucking math if you think. But it ain't your fault, baby. I would never blame you for being in a system that is controlled by another group of people that's got you saying that dumbass shit. Why? Because they done paid Beyonce the right, I'm independent. Because they done put all this shit in these Tyler Perry movies. This shit is all around you, but you're not thinking. You think black people that fucking stupid? You think black women are that dumb? You think our black children are that stupid to want to jump up, grab a gun, and go spin the block and kill another nigga? This is programming, bro. None of these so-called niggas, well, I hate to say niggas, but this shit be pissing me off. But none of these so-called influencers and these people with these big platforms, they'll never speak about this. They only speaks of the effects of what this does to our people. When I say our people, I'm talking white people, I'm talking brown people, I'm talking black people. I say people because we all are under the same dictatorship. No one speaks about this. You think people that dumb? No, we're that conditioned. No, we're that programmed. You understand me? Think, man. You really think a bitch that want to jump out there and go to prison? We the only ones, black folk. We go to prison, come home, and bitch act like we just went in and got master's degrees and shit. That's a conditioning. Don't make no sense. Yeah, I'm glad you made it home. I'm glad you made it through the hellhole. But I'm just trying to speak and tell you that's why we're so backwards, because we've been conditioned to be that way. If you take a dog and you raise that dog to kill, don't get mad if he kills. How you gonna blame the fucking dog and you taught him how to kill? This is where middle class people get fucked up at. The upper class has taught black folks to survive however they can, because you got a thing in your DNA that's a survival mechanism that's gonna happen no matter who teach you what, because God gave you this. It's like backing an animal in a corner. He gonna turn around and fight. Humans gonna do the same thing. By them knowing that, they're gonna raise us up to be, oh, we want to spin the block. Oh, sign him so he can talk about killing his own people. And when we do the shit, and the effects of that start reaching to these middle class people, because people scamming, people come across the fence, stealing your shit, woo, 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 you're being a victim of what they've taught us to do. They teach us this shit. When you see this shit on movies, right? You see somebody brains getting blown out, boom. You see the husband, black, cheating on the wife, black. Your brain can't decipher the difference of what's real and what's fake. They know that, you don't. Oh, you think Hollywood just here to entertain you? That's stupid. Hollywood here is to sell you a perception. Everything you know about anything dealing with demons comes from Hollywood. All the shit you know about how brains look when it's splatter, when somebody gets, all this comes from Hollywood. Because a lot of y'all never saw that. But that trauma is still there. So when you speak about kids trauma and your childhood trauma, nigga, we got adulthood trauma through entertainment. Let's use Tyler Perry as an example. Right? Tyler Perry came on the scene. All the church people loved him. The kids loved him. And when they signed him, because they knew he was the connection to his own people, that $100 million plus that he got from Lionsgate, guess what they did? Put that 1% in there. We're talking about 49.50, 49.51, however they do it. That 1% gave them the power to run movies through Tyler Perry, and this is why you're seeing the shit you're seeing now. That ain't Tyler Perry, bro. He just like everybody else. They using him as a puppet. Look at the shows he produced now compared to what he did before. Have you ever seen The Oval? Where the president is white, the wife of the president is black, they cheating on each other, they doing drugs, the son and the jacking off in front of the security. This shit is so fucking demonic and crazy, all in the name of Tyler Perry. But when you don't own nothing, you don't control nothing. I keep telling y'all, these people are the gatekeepers. You'll work 10, 15 years just to arrive to the devil door for them to say yes or no. What I mean by that? Why does it take you 10 to 15 years to sharpen your craft, go places and do this and miss out on family time just to get signed to a record label? When they own everything, they could have put you on yesterday. See, that's why I say this shit don't make no sense to me. 50 years of hip hop for what? All them artists, 50 years of hip hop consolidated, made billions of dollars, but they don't control nothing because they don't own nothing. None of them own the radio station. I'm not talking bad about it. I'm just showing you how this power structure is set up. None of these 50 years of hip hop artists, and thanks to KRS-One for even talking about it, because he didn't involve himself in that because of this same shit I'm telling y'all. 50 years of hip hop, all these great hip hop artists made billions of dollars. None of them own radio stations, record companies, media companies, streaming companies. Nothing. I keep telling you, he who owns everything controls everything. You waiting 15, 10 years just to say whether they sign you or not. And we condition call that making it. That's not making it. That just means you don't own shit. And you at the mercy of other people. Why does it take you 10, 15 years to get a record deal or to get on doing movies? Why? Because you don't own nothing. And when you see the people that own this shit and they pass it around to different families because they're all consolidated. Let me give you an example of that. The Murdochs, that's in Australia, owns a lot of media companies. So we're going to get at to the Murdochs. Oh, this family owns all the music industry. All these families, all of them consolidated together as one, and we're divided. They come together to control us. They got all the power. And guess who give it to them? We do. If we didn't participate in the bullshit, there's nothing they could do. If we didn't participate in football, basketball, all this entertainment bullshit, it wouldn't be nothing. These people control everything of our lives. And this is why I say, once you start looking at the conditioning and the programming, and you start thinking for yourself, that's when you'll be ready to face religion. Because religion is one of the biggest tools that they use. Don't take my word for it. Go research. How did Rome and all in Europe and all these other countries take over other continents? They used religion. I keep telling you, nigga, religion is a book. Spirituality is in your DNA. It's in your essence. In Kemet, which was called before Egypt, it was Kemet. They didn't use books. They lived out what was already in them. You don't need a book to tell you what's right and wrong. And these books are being changed according to the agenda. They are taking things out and putting things in, moving forward. God ain't gonna punish you because you want to know the truth, homie. Think about that. But when you don't think, they'll think for you. So stop being scared, man. If you don't do it for yourself, do it for your grandkids. Do it for your daughter's kids. Because you scared, or you already what I call is a lost soul. Some people just lost souls. Their brain has already been compromised, and the programs that's in their brain that has been put there by the oppressors, you cooked. You can't tell these people nothing. It's over with, bro. Common sense ain't coming to these people. Because like I said, if you go get the book, How to Turn a Negro into a Christian, go get the book. And all it basically says is, you know, it speaks about a lot of things, but one of the things that caught me was, how could all of us represent the same God when there's a group of people that have all the money and resources and black people don't got shit? You know why? And they went into that. The Bible is used against black people to acquire these things, to brainwash us, right? And black people, when it comes to religion, we speak of bondage, obedience. Like, we surrender everything, even though it don't make sense, into the word. And you really think God put us here to pay bills every 30 days and be slaves to another group of people, and we all represent the same God? It don't make sense. It don't make sense. And when you say, oh man, oh, everything, money ain't everything, this and that ain't everything, it ain't. But if you see what they took and did with money, and it allowed them to control millions of people, you'll see past the fact of the money. It's the belief that the money is worth something. Therefore, people are being controlled. People will move for money for their will Jesus. Look at the psychology in it, bro. You might say, oh, money ain't everything. It ain't. But these people have took money and created a world around you, and everybody else is saying left, you are saying right. Makes it real hard for people to come together because of money. They've already took money and made it what it is so that the world could be controlled in a certain way. And it creates hurting. What is hurting? You might say, man, my children shouldn't go to school, but you'll put your children in school because their friends going to school, everybody else going to school, and you got to go to work for money. Look at what they're doing with money. That's why I say money is the root of all evil. Money ain't the evil. It is the root, the branch to all evil. And you must understand that everything can be re-engineered. The same way they use money against us to corrupt the world, we can use it back to these people that don't know no better. We can reverse or re-engineer that. Because if we had the money, we could build facilities so people can come and get proper education through money. Let's take the same thing they did to us and do it back. And we use that to get our people to come to this building and get this education. Go take your children to that school to get that type of education. We could turn this shit around. Because if they did it, all I got to know is it could be done. They did it. They just did it in the name of demonic or in the name of Satan. Think about it. That's all you got to do is think. Think, nigga. When it comes to the Constitution ain't got really shit to do about your rights. It is more about property, ownership. That's all the Constitution speak of. Ownership, because they know he who owns, like I told you earlier, he who owns everything controls everything. This is why 2 police officers can walk up in the hood. There's 10,000 niggas out there, and they'll be yes sir, no sir. How could 2 people control 10,000 people? Think. Anyway, man, it's your boy Papa Duck. You know I love y'all, man. We here to learn from each other, man. And I just want y'all to understand these videos are educational purposes only, man. If I offended you in any type of way, trust me, man, it's all love. You know what I'm saying? I learn from y'all just like y'all learn from me. We all are victims of this same dictatorship, man, and we must realize that, bro. And I don't care what color you are, man. We're all under the same dictatorship, okay? Think about it. I'll let y'all on next video, man. Peace.